This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Mike 54. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now it's Wilson. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 32 on the play. Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Wilson. And that is incomplete here.
Used to have a coach used to tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, you know, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
That's caught by Penny. A gain of 7, and they pick up the 1st. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
On the delay, here's Carson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Mike. 16-yard line. Yo. Check. 54.
Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. This is caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A 16-yard touchdown. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. They got to love that. 9-play drive results in 6 points.
That means they're doing the dictating. That means that they've described how the game's going to go. They're playing at their tempo, at their pace. If you're on the other side of the ball, if you're playing defense, defense is not methodical. They've got to go in there and shake things up and create a little havoc.
That's fielded in the end zone. And not a particularly good return here. as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. Now Garoppolo. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Penny, a first down carry. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson, and he finds Penny. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Now Wilson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And Myers able to knock it through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Here's Coleman. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Let's go, let's go.
On 2nd and 9. Garoppolo. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis, and it's 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Here we go,
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
Give me that ball, defense.
21. Here we go.
They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
Garoppolo again. And this is caught at the 8. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards, the final tally.
Here we go. 180.
Rebound.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. Being chased out left. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away as they are now on the board here in the first half. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
Here we go.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Russell Wilson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. Myers connects on the PAT, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? It creates a lot of confusion. Have a nuller in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Here's Wilson throwing again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And that is going to be no good. He pushed it wide to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
I got you. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Garoppolo. He's going to rifle run deep left. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Wilson. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. Dancing to his left. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Check. Watch 54.
Here's Wilson to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Myers' kick is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
65. You better be afraid of me.
Mike 50. They gonna need some.
I got this. Six.
Mike's 50.
Garoppolo, final shot here before half. Steps away to his left. Deep ball for Goodwin. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Let's go, fellas.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
11.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. And Salek here, left side. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Unable to stop KJ right there as he slips by for the sack.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long.
13.
Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. Room to run past midfield. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. Garoppolo looks to throw.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. On 1st down, it's Carson. Shrugs him off. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good game.
Mike 54. Mike 54. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he gets it down to the 32. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson looking for his running back, and he's got it. A gain of 32 that time.
Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into 1st down and then some. They'll try to run with Carson, and he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Chris Carson taking it in. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on-knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. from the gun. It's Wilson. And he's got it. So they try for 2, successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Garoppolo now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Here's Garoppolo to throw. Gets this one left side to Pettis. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. Back now in Seattle, Washington. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4.
12, fellas, here we go.
I got you. I got you.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. He wants it all for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Tedrick Thompson picks it.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
They run again with Carson, and this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Right there, 54 Mike. All day, dog.
On 3rd down, Wilson. He's got Lockett. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Wilson to Lockett there for the Seahawk 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing again here, Wilson going for Metcalf into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former 1st-rounder Jimmy Ward. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at about the 32. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there at 22. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
There goes a deep ball end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Brad McDougal. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. Defensively, Jimmy Ward in on the stop.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. Open man, it's Burnett. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. Wilson wants to throw it. He'll buy some time right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. On 2nd down now, it's Carson. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game.
Stop your whining.
3rd and long. It's Wilson escaping the pressure right. And he couldn't get rid of the football, trying to buy a little time, but he'll just tuck it and go down. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. Now here's Michael Dixon. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here.
Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, an 80-yard touchdown. And the 49ers get a score closer. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel. And down he goes goes. The 49ers get there. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Well, as always, partner, an extreme pleasure to share a booth with you. I have to say, I am impressed at your discipline because you came here and you said you were not going to eat any of the media buffet. You made it to the end. You didn't consume a single calorie.
I appreciate that. What you missed is me going to the concession stand outside of your eyesight and getting it done that way. Look, I mean, they were serving the good stuff. I had to do it.
Oh, man, but you're svelte, in good shape, but yeah, you cheated a little bit. We'll let it slide.
I appreciate that. Always a pleasure to work with you.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.